everybody, Brian here, and I'd like to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Poverty Hill Adventures. Today's video is going to be a mix of nostalgia, remembering way back, and a little bit of time spent in the kitchen, and I'm calling it Applesauce Day. Like many of you, I'm sure you remember your grandparents and the canning that they did. That generation did a lot of their own food preservation. And I can remember, even as a little kid, going over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and down in the cellar, wooden shelves lined with all sorts of canned vegetables from Grandpa's garden, and canned fruits from his fruit trees, and all the jars lined up. It was quite a sight, and even as a little kid, I was impressed, although I at the time had no idea the amount of work that went into growing and preserving all that food. Fast forward all these years from the time that I was a little boy, admiring the applesauce on the shelf in the basement of my grandparents, and boy, did that taste good. Let me tell you, even as a child, I realized there was a big difference between homemade applesauce and store-bought applesauce. So fast forward all these years, we now have some apple trees of our own, semi-dwarf apple trees, different varieties, and every other year they produce a large amount of apples. And we can those. We make them into applesauce, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But it's a fun day, and we call it Applesauce Day, and we get whoever's available together. This year it was our friends Don and Cheryl helped us, so there was 4 of us working on it, and we started early in the morning, and we kept going until we had I think we had a total of 82 jars of applesauce, processed, canned, preserved. And I wanted to show everybody not so much a how-to video. There's a lot of information on how to can, but just show everybody who perhaps is not familiar with how the process, what's involved in the process of turning apples into applesauce. Like I said, it's a fun day. It's a lot of work, but it's a very rewarding day. And I would encourage others who maybe have never done it to get the supplies. They're not overly expensive to do the job. You can buy a lot of them at barn sales and garage sales and stuff like that. And give it a try. Make a fun day out of it, a social day out of it, and try canning up some of your own applesauce. There's nothing better than homemade applesauce. And let me tell you, got a nice family dinner, and on the table is that jar of homemade applesauce, and boy, it's something special. So here is the video of all of the different steps from our applesauce day. Until next time, everybody, take care. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep on trucking and believe in yourself even when no one else does.